WBRE editorial is Kenneth Fatula, evangelist, Berwick Church of Christ. Mr. Fatula.
Politicians and economic experts are insisting that a tax increase is necessary and inevitable, largely due to Reagan administration tax cuts. It has been said that former tax rates were more fair and proper. Yet the actual statistics show that recent tax cuts have resulted in higher income taxpayers shouldering a greater percentage of the tax burden. And one has to stretch logic to conclude that a progressive tax rate, which penalizes success at increasingly higher confiscation rates, is somehow more fair. Let's face it. We have abdicated our government of the people and permitted a group of elitist lawmakers, judges, and bureaucrats to rule over us. They do not represent us. Indeed, many are not even elected. But they hold allegiance to a philosophy characterized by materialism, hypocrisy, and arrogance. They are convinced that every conceivable ill can be cured if we simply spend enough tax money on it. To that end, billions have been spent to cure the ill of poverty, yet its consequences persist. Apathy and ignorance frequently cause poverty, and they are only dealt with through moral and spiritual renewal, not money. When the nation of Israel rejected God's authority over them and insisted that Samuel appoint for them a king, God warned them. He will take 1/10 of your grain and of your vintage and give it to his officials and attendants. Your men servants and maid servants and the best of your cattle and donkeys he will take for his own use. He will take 1/10 of your flocks, and you yourselves will become his slaves. When that day comes, you will cry out for relief from the king you have chosen, and the Lord will not answer you in that day. We, the people, must begin to govern again, not permitting justice to be bought and sold on convention floors, remembering that any government big enough to give you everything you want is big enough to take it all away.
Evangelist Kenneth Fatula, the Berwick Church of Christ, has responded to a WBRE editorial. Copies of Mr. Fatula's remarks are available on request.